There's something your dog notices about you every single day that you don't even realize yourself. It happens in the quiet moments, not when you're playing with them, not when you're feeding them, but in those small, almost invisible moments when you think nothing is happening. You walk into the room, you sit down, you look at your phone, and your dog just watches you, not casually, not randomly, but with a kind of focus that feels almost intentional. And if you've ever caught that look, even for a second, you've probably brushed it off. You assumed they were waiting for attention or maybe hoping for food. Something simple. Something explainable. But what if it isn't simple? What if, in those quiet moments, your dog is actually reading something deeper about you? Something you haven't even noticed yet. Because the truth is, dogs don't see you the way other people do. People listen to your words. They react to what you say. They judge you based on how you present yourself. But your dog doesn't care about any of that. Your dog doesn't care about what you say. Your dog doesn't care about how you try to appear. Your dog doesn't care about the version of you that you show to the world. They care about what's underneath. And that's where things start to get uncomfortable, because humans are very good at pretending. We learn it early. We learn how to smile when we're not okay. We learn how to stay calm when we're frustrated. We learn how to hide stress, hide fear, hide doubt. We create a version of ourselves that feels controlled, predictable, safe. But your dog doesn't see that version. Your dog sees the one behind it, the one you don't even fully understand yourself. There are moments when you feel slightly off, but you can't explain why. Moments where something inside you shifts. Just a little. Your mood changes. Your energy drops. Your thoughts get heavier. To you, it feels small. Almost nothing. To your dog, it's everything. Because dogs don't rely on logic the way we do. They don't need explanations. They don't need reasons. They notice patterns. They sense changes in your breathing, your posture, the tension in your body, even the way you move through space. And when those things change, even slightly, your dog reacts, not always in obvious ways. Sometimes it's subtle. A pause before they come to you, a slight hesitation, a look that lasts just a little longer than usual. And that hesitation, that tiny moment, says more than anything else. Because when a dog fully understands you, there is no hesitation, there is no question. But when something feels different, even just a little, your dog notices, and they start asking a question. You don't even know they're asking. Are you the same right now? Not the same person they saw yesterday. Not the same person they trust. But the same in this moment. Because to your dog, you are not a fixed identity. You are a constantly changing experience. And that experience is what they respond to. That's why your dog might act completely different around you at different times of the day. In the morning, they're excited, relaxed, completely open. Later, when you're distracted, tense, or lost in your thoughts, they become quieter, more careful, more observant, and you don't even notice the shift. But they do, always. Your dog is constantly collecting information about you. Not consciously, not in a way they could explain, but instinctively. They're building a picture of who you are, based on how you feel, not what you say, and over time, that picture becomes their truth. If your energy is calm, steady, predictable, your dog feels safe. If your energy is inconsistent, unpredictable, or tense, your dog becomes uncertain, not because they don't love you, but because they're trying to understand you. And uncertainty for a dog is something they take seriously. Because in their world, understanding means survival. They need to know what to expect. They need to know who you are. Not in words, but in behavior, in energy, in presence. And when that clarity is missing, they adapt. Some dogs become more attached. They stay closer, watching you more carefully. Some become distant. They give you space, observing from afar. Some become anxious, reacting to every small change. But all of these behaviors are saying the same thing. I'm trying to figure you out. And the strange part is, they often figure things out before you do. They sense your stress before you admit it. They feel your frustration before you express it. They notice your disconnection before you even realize you've pulled away. And that's why sometimes your dog reacts to you in ways that feel confusing. You think everything is normal, but your dog is responding to something deeper, something real, something you haven't fully faced yet. And maybe that's the part no one wants to hear. Your dog knows when you're not okay, even when you think you are. They know when you're distracted. They know when your attention isn't fully there. They know when your presence feels different. And over time, those small differences add up. They shape how your dog sees you, not as a human, not as an owner, but as a feeling, a presence they either trust or question. And once that perception starts to shift, even slightly, everything changes. Your dog may still love you. They may still stay by your side. But the way they see you becomes more cautious, more observant, less certain. And that's where most people get it wrong. They think love is enough. They think time is enough. They think just being there is enough. But for a dog, it's not. Because your dog isn't just living with you. They're reading you. Every day, in every moment. And the version of you they see is the one you show through your energy, your consistency, your presence. Not your words, not your intentions, just who you are. And the moment you realize that, the moment you understand that your dog knows something about you that you don't, everything starts to change, because now you stop focusing only on what you do and you start paying attention to how you are. You become more aware, more consistent, more present, and slowly, your dog feels it. The hesitation disappears, the uncertainty fades, and that quiet look they give you changes. It becomes softer, calmer, certain, because now they don't have to figure you out anymore. They already know.